Hi,
How are you
Rachel.
doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. How
Good.
exciting is it to have this rollout happening so soon? It feels like I was looking at the dates when last season was released. I'm like, why does it feel like it's been so much longer than it actually has? But I've just been so excited. I'm like, when is it happening?
Hungry for it. You're hungry for it.
Yes. Yeah, how has it been like getting and like this season is gonna like this season's crazy already. I've watched the first two episodes today. I'm like, oh my God, what is gonna happen? People are gonna
It
be
gets
nuts
crazier.
over it. Yeah.
No, it definitely goes on a wild ride. All of our characters find themselves at the center of, their moral center being pulled in different directions, and what that is for each character is different, right? So they're all trying to do what they think is the right thing, but where is that line? And what even is the right thing for each of them is different. So we're going to see that really Barb herself, she's walking a moral and ethical tightrope this season. And we really see that, and we really see how that's weighing on her, the choices she's making and the consequences of those choices, and also what that is doing to her and Cooper's relationship.
Yeah, because we're getting to see a little bit more about the past, which is
Yeah.
always a very exciting way to kind of like round out these characters. So how was that kind of being able to embody all of that and get to have more, basically more of the backstory
Yeah,
in it?
yeah. I think at the end of season one, the audience is left with an impression of Barb, but now we're seeing kind of Barb's side of the story from
Mhm.
Barb. So we're seeing her experience in real time, in the flashback scenes, what's happening, and how she's involved in Vault-Tec's plan. Um, yeah, so it evolves in a way that at the end of the season, you will come away with a different impression or thoughts about Barb. I'm not saying which direction those thoughts are going to go, but you're going to learn more about her. So she
Yeah.
definitely, her complexity, her nuances, you're going to see a lot more of that this season.
Yeah, which is fantastic because the first season does a lot of heavy lifting in terms of setting things up and kind of getting you
Yeah,
introduced to these characters. So
right.
season two now has that freedom to be able to like exist within that space
Hmm.
and give you the opportunity to grow and
Yes.
kind of show the viewers what more there is to what they've
Yes.
seen before.
Absolutely. We get a lot more grounded in each character. Just the humanity of the stories and the groundedness of the stories. I feel like we go deeper. And in a show with so many big elements, right? There are rad
Mhm.
roaches, the human elements, the groundedness of the human stories are equally as present, which is what I love about the Fallout world.
Yeah, and that's something, you don't often see in things like this, especially
Yeah.
with, its origins as a
Hmm.
video game. Like the way they've adapted this has been kind of like doing a really good job of meshing, giving you that storyline and then giving you those like elements of the world and the
Exactly.
game itself that
Hmm. Hmm.
fans know and love.
Yeah, and that's why a show like this can appeals to the fans of the game and people who have never played the game, and
Mhm.
they find the show accessible for them as well because the human stories are grounded, and at the center of these big kind of absurdist elements and the gore and the dark humor and the post-apocalyptic dystopian kind of element of the show. There are real human questions and themes that are being explored and asked, of our characters and of the audience.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I'm very excited for people to see this. I can't wait to watch more. I can't wait to see the reactions to it. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Same. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. It was a
You
pleasure.
too. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, guys. How are you doing?
I'm well, Rachel. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How does it
Good.
feel to be rolling out the second season, getting ready and vamped up for everybody to see it?
Oh, it's so exciting. Um, it's been dang near 8 months, and I finally got to see it come together, and now it's super exciting to see how everyone sort of receives the second season.
Yeah, and like the second season is wild. Like the first season was wild, but the second season really kind of like ups the ante and there's a lot of like now you get to spend more time with characters that you already kind of know and you've been introduced in the first season. So now you have chances to kind of get to see more facets of them. They get to become more well-rounded than they were in the last season. How was that kind of getting to embody all of that and get to be that character for way more screen time?
I mean, it's just we get to discover it almost as the audience does. Like I had no idea where I was going, what was happening, if I survived from the finale of the first season. So to be able to, be excited and want and need to read the first script in one sitting, and this, as they came in, um, because you know he's in a really tough situation. Norm's in a really tough situation when we find him in the first episode of the second season, and for him to sort of um, you know do the I was gonna say improbable, but more so illogical thing, which is to defrost a room full of managers and convince them that he's a super manager to help them, to help him and everyone get out of the vault. And he's working with the Septimus in ways to convince them that this is the last test, and to finally reach the surface. And all right, well, great job. Now you need to take care of 30 people and yourself. Find food, find water, find shelter, and he is not prepared for what the surface has in store for him that he doesn't know about.
Yeah, because it's been a long time, and he really kind of is like taking a chance, and you've got to respect it. He's taking this leap, and what will happen on the other side of that? People will have to find out. They'll have to
Yes.
tune in
Yes.
December and find out what
Exactly.
exactly is going to happen.
Exactly.
No, I am genuinely very excited for this season. I'm excited for everybody to see it. This is such a great adaptation of a great
Thank you.
series. So you all have done phenomenally, and I'm just so very, very excited for all of you. Thank you so much for your time today.
No, thank you. I really
Of
appreciate it.
course. Of course. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Excited to talk about this season that I have been eagerly anticipating. I was saying earlier, it feels like season one was so long ago, but it was like, no, it was last April. Like it's only been like a year and some change. But I've been so excited for everybody to see this and to it's finally out there. How do you guys feel about being able to do all the press and talk about it and see the reactions from people who have seen it so far?
Oh, we're so excited. We put so much into this season. I feel like it's even bigger than last season. Our crew pulled off miracles. Our production designer, Howard Cummings, especially. It's such a challenge to bring a game like New Vegas and many of its locations to life simply because of the scale of them. And we try to do things practically wherever we can because we feel like the audience can tell if something is fully like a computer generated effect versus it has that tactile quality if it was actually built and the actors were actually there. And so Howard built entire city blocks for us and pulled off into like miracles. So we are incredibly grateful to him.
Yeah, and it really lends itself well to this too. And then, like you bringing in like New Vegas, we see this universe expanding this season. So, the characters that we have met in the first season, we've now gotten to learn, the basics about them. So this season we get to go kind of more into backstories, into deeper into, what they are, what was important about being able to build all of that out for the characters. And then especially for you, Aaron, to act that out. Goodness.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, it is. I mean, the most beautiful collaboration and the most work I've ever seen in any job I've ever done is this one. And it takes all of us. It takes the three people that it takes to puppet a Deathclaw. It's a big operation, and honestly, that tactile, that practicality, those things always make. I wouldn't say they make your job as an actor easier as much as I would say that they make it more worth your while. You know,
Yeah.
uh, it's a beautiful thing to actually be in conversation with those things and not just see them later and think, wow, I wish I could have seen that before. It always feels like you're prepared to give the honest reaction that you do give to the camera.
Yeah, because you're able to kind of feel it. You know what you're doing. Like it's not
Yeah.
like, you're like in front of a green screen or you have like a little tennis ball and you're like, man, I
Yeah.
can't wait to see what it is. Like it's the practicality of it, I think is kind of like especially important, especially this season because
Yeah.
we're expanding, we're doing so much more. Like we need to see that and know like, oh hey, this is a tactile
Yeah.
physical object or thing that this character is in.
Yeah, one of the funny things about the suit, even really quickly, is like when you walk in the big T60 or whichever version of the armor it is, people get out of your way. And those tactile, those real things, you otherwise maybe would have to have a week of shooting and realizing why is this not working? Oh, it's because we're having them like, excuse me, which the suit would not be able to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's things like that that make the world come to life in real ways that you maybe would waste time trying to figure out.
Mhm. Yeah, no, and this season is phenomenal. I watched the first two episodes today. I am so excited to continue watching it, and I can't wait for people to see it. Everyone has worked so hard on this, and you can see the love and everything that went into it. So, congrats, and very excited for December and for everybody to be able to experience this new season.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you
thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you both. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.